Sorry, I dance. How long have you been doing drag?
Oh, so I started in 2005, so like 12 years.
That's not 12 years.
It's not?
Oh, bitch, that's a lot more than 12 years. 2005?
18 minus 3 is 14 plus 2 is 12 years.
I didn't go to school for math.
Okay, 15 years. In 5 years, you'll have 20 years of Katya. What does that celebration look like?
That looks like an open casket wake. No, I'm not gonna have a party. That's a death knell. It's like, would you go
Nell?
K-N.
Can you make fun of Nell? Because there was nothing wrong with her, she was just country.
No, she wasn't, she was, feral. No, she was wild.
And so am I. She's wild and free. Listen, you don't have to live in the country alone to be wild.
That's true.
I live very comfortably in Los Angeles and I've gotten really wild.
What's the wildest thing you've ever done at home alone?
There's two kinds of people. My kind of people and ass. Trixie Mattel.
And I'm an ass. Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want.
Because it's our show, huh?
And not yours.
No. No.
Security.
Security. There's too many in
There's a snake in my boot. There's a colonial woman on the wing of the plane.
Oh, churning butter. Yeah,
churning butter.
Yeah.
Impos.
Wait, try it again, hold on. Intruder. Poison dart. Security.
Security.
Speaking of
Security. Do you have home security?
Never had it. I shouldn't say this. We never locked our door.
Do you think people are gonna go back in time and rob you? Why is that unsafe now?
Because I still don't.
Oh no!
I never locked my front door for the first couple years. It's like, wait, come on in.
You know why? Because you're worse than whatever would walk in that door.
Exactly. I'm the evil that you should be afraid of. It's like when bad meets evil.
You're the person that people in your building should be worried about, and they live next door. The call's coming from inside the complex.
It sure is. And like I've long waited. I mean, I've like fantasized about, you know, a creepy stalker coming in, and I come off, my head pops out of the sofa, and I'm like, yes.
And the person never robs. They never rob again.
No, they leave their knife, add it to my collection, move on. The rest is history. Yeah.
I have home security, and here's what it is. If the house is armed, it's like, alarms, armed, blah, 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 whatever the voice. And if the door opened, any of the doors, the windows or doors in my house, if you open them, it goes bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
And I lay in bed, and that sound makes me afraid that, like, if I was in bed and I heard a bloop, bloop.
Just corn on the cob. You're not getting burgled by the average robber. Let me tell you that.
It's the inside job.
That bloop bloop is not gonna cut it.
You think it's my cleaning lady?
No, I think it's something, an evil that is gonna be more insidious. You know, somebody who's close to you, maybe you don't see that often when you're not working.
Well, have you noticed?
Somebody probably a little older, wiry.
Some of them with unpredictable history.
Yeah, drops by unannounced when you're sleeping.
Well, haven't you noticed recently when you come over, you go, what's your new door code? And I go, call me, I'll buzz you in.
Yeah.
I stopped telling you the door code.
Yeah, I have it tattooed on my thigh. You just keep changing
old door code. Think I need a weapon?
Are you kidding me?
Think I should keep a weapon in the home?
In every room. I'm not joking.
Let me move into an armory.
No. You keep it simple. I've got a huge fishing knife.
What is it near your bed?
Bedstand, right in the drawer. And in the bathroom, I got another knife. Right in the second drawer on the right, just in case I gotta go in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Every room has a secret safety precaution.
I have a bomb. A bomb. And I could detonate that at any time. And I could take the whole building down.
Shrapnel in the... I played out this scenario in many morbid, fantastical versions where I'm in my bed. In fact, I had a booty call over. We were both naked, totally nude under the covers, having just, right? Yeah. And then a huge crashing noise from the living room. I was terrified. Anyways, it was the vacuum on the wall.
It just fell off the wall.
It just fell off the wall.
See, like that is terrifying. Had you met this man before?
The one I was sleeping with?
Yeah.
Of course not.
That's what I'm saying. That's the greater risk.
Oh my God,
the
sleeping with the
greater
enemy.
risk.
Well, again, a buck knife in the bedstand. He doesn't know about that.
Whenever I've hooked up, I do go like, should I have some slut friend that I text where I send the address every time and tell them where I'm going?
No. Under the pillow, you have the Gom Jabbar. Poison needle under the pillow. Instant death.
Or a...
Exactly. Where you have a guy perched in the corner. A small man on retainer.
Completely body painted.
Yeah, except for one eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a poison dart. And
right into the...
It misses them, it hits me, and I die.
Oh,
she died doing what she loved.
Yeah,
being railed while an elderly warrior watched.
What are y'all doing? Screwing?
What about security at a nightclub? Famous person.
Oh God, has security at a nightclub ever helped anyone?
Yes, me and you. I'll tell you when.
Brazil.
Picture it. Yes.
Oh, Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brazil. Let's be, okay, this chair is the star.
Okay.
And then you and I are the security. Okay. This is how you have to walk through a club in Brazil if you're at all famous.
Yeah. Guns.
Guns,
Uzis.
Literally.
Uzis.
Literally. Because the people are reaching and grabbing and pulling, for what? Screaming.
The end game is unclear. Do they want to, are they gonna sell like chunks of our flesh on eBay? Do they want a memento for like dark magic? We don't know. Are they clothing insecure? Do they need they will snatch and grab anything they can.
I was with my boyfriend when we first started dating, and David was like, I'll go to DragCon with you, sure. And I knew if he saw me at DragCon, he was gonna think I was famous.
Oh,
so before we walk in at DragCon, he's behind me, and I grab his arm, and the security has my arm, and I grab David's arm, and they're about to open the door, and I go, you ready to see some? And the door opens, and we walk out, and just screams. Oh, it was the sorority video. Yeah. Now, if we ever got famous enough to get security, I'll say this. I think we should get someone who is deadly as hell. MMA fighter. I want De La Hoya.
Oh, and they're always homophobic? Perfect.
They might even hit me. I want someone where like, if I want to check out too, could you just blast me in the mouth too?
If you're afraid, everybody will be afraid. Yeah. I just realized I did a very exciting thing for security. I went back to Boston and had a safety deposit box that I lost the keys to. It's been years. I don't know what's in there, but I had to sign the thing, get it notarized in the bank. Very official business, took forever. And they have to drill and saw into the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? I don't know. I'm Brad Pitt.
You never found out?
I'm Brad Pitt in Seven, literally chewing my fingernails, waiting for the news.
So they're going to open it for you?
Yeah, they're gonna get.
What do you actually think is in there? Money?
It could be anything from like a bone to a stack of like C notes to maybe some hair. Human. It could be literally anything.
Paternity test.
It could be like a kilo of like pure heroin. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm dying to find out. It could be anything.
How fun. This is how bored you are.
Yeah.
You wrap yourself up in a self-made mystery, just for the enjoyment.
I get embroiled in light, long-form self-harm scenarios in order to have a little bit of a medium payoff some day down the line.
At some point.
Yeah. That could be absolutely nothing. And meanwhile, drain my account of needless
security. You know, in the real world, safe means like I'm not going to be harmed. But in Drag Race, safe means let's do it all again tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Well, I love it when people say you can't drive through that neighborhood. It's not safe. Mama, you're in you're in literally a coffin on wheels in a car.
Yeah.
Driving anywhere is not safe.
What is safe sex when it's with strangers at their house?
Oh, right.
I better put a condom on, even though he could be Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, he wore a condom. I saw his face, but he had knives for arms.
Glory hole.
Ain't nothing glorious about that hole, Mama. That's a shame pit. Wait, why is it called glory hole? What is the etymology of that? We should name it something else, like a
ooh, who is it?
Like a hoo hole.
It's a hoo hole.
Yeah.
Hoo. Oh, and that's how, if it's dark, you get the guys to come through the hole. You go, ooh. What about people who have glory holes built in their homes?
Well, that's good.
How do you hide that? Do you disguise it like a cat door?
Linens.
I thought it was like someone has a closet that they drill a hole in the door and then they're like, come in, and then they're in the closet and they put their
It's not Claire Danes in Homeland.
Sheet. Yeah, it's just
a curtain.
What if the sheet falls and then it's over you and then you're Misha Barton?
You say, oh no, what do we do now?
I let the sheet fall on me and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna bottom in a wig through a sheet. That's gonna be the first time I have sex in drag. They won't even know it's a drag queen. I'm gonna do the funniest TikTok.
You should do a TikTok from the other side while you're getting dogged through a Bolin branch, like hanging sheet in your.
Can we catfish with women's voices though? Like get Alexa to be like, come on in, I'm just making some lemonade. Or I don't know, that's To Catch a Predator. That's different, it's different.
You wanna catch it.
Also the glory hole, how do you know what their height's gonna be? Do you ask ahead of time?
That's why you do.
Because what if they're tall and they're having to do like.
Point. Well, that's why you do like, it's like notches on a belt. Just vertical
sizing.
Yeah, and then
it must be this tall.
And then you Velcro an eye patch to the one to cover them up. It's
or you give them a step stool. I think they would have to do like a Keith Haring body and like crouch down to get through the hole.
What about this? Don't even let them in the house. Doggy door.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Use a real door. The mail slot.
Oh, but then
the mail slot.
You're gonna get Marie Antoinetted, right? In that thing, those metal. You know what I mean?
That's what you do when you have like homophobic families coming to visit and you don't want them to know that's your glory hole. You're like, that's my mail slot. And it's like size.
Oh, all your mail's in the shape of a large dong? That's curious.
Yeah. Quick tips for security. Go.
Okay, figuratively, nobody's safe ever. And when the push comes to shove, eat the rich.
Everything you do on the internet is unsafe. Just know that.
Yeah.
And also put your in one of those cages.
Put it right in a cage.
Put it in a cage. It keeps you from getting hard, but also keeps it safe. No one else is gonna come in there and mess with you.
Nobody's stealing that bird. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
Personal security.
Yikes. Secretly, do you know dehydration? What a killer.
It's a killer in this industry.
Yeah.
Mama, dehydration is the killer in this industry.
Let me tell you about the colon. 50% of its whole function is to absorb water before the bowel leaves the body.
I walked inside and I looked at everyone's colon in the room and I said, of all the colons in here,
who would be the three?